Alrighty, we're live, and I'm so glad you guys can't hear the music in the background because at this place they're always playing like unedited rap music. I just have all this crazy stuff going on in the back. But I appreciate you, Felix, for doing this. Basically, what we've done in the past, you can kind of like, we'll lead each other is like we've kind of just asked people like where they're at specifically in their journey when it comes to the topic. So like YouTube, Latasha was like, "You guys already have a channel. What are you thinking about?" So I guess you could even go around asking different people like where they're at when it comes to sleep. And then as we're talking, you have some ideas like how to make it more specific to them, even which could even give you some ideas if that's how you want to kind of kick us off.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Steve, for giving me the possibility to do this. And thank you very much for everybody who is here right now on spot, because this means this is something that's, yeah, necessary and also important to you. So what I want to do right now and today is to make your life a little bit easier after this call. So after this call, my expectation is that you know why sleep is so important for everybody and how you can, yeah, how you can just challenge everything in life with better sleep. Okay. And you can ask any questions that you have. Okay. So before we are getting into the, let's say, solutions, I want to give something like a, let's say, we are like 5, 6 people here, and I want to hear some, yeah, some words from you about different kind of questions I ask. So the first one is why we have to sleep. Okay. So here, so here, as you can see, it's the why, and I want to hear from you some, yeah, opinions why we have to sleep. I write them down.
So we have to sleep so our body can heal and reset during the night because a lot of great things are supposed to happen when we go to sleep at night.
Yeah, that's good. Heal and reset, right?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Yeah. So it's heal and reset.
Yes, yes.
Another one.
Try this. Let's see. Does this work?
I'm
Oh,
gonna say,
not. Yeah, sorry.
oh, me.
Uh,
Want me to go ahead?
there you go. It's a little bit bigger.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So much better.
You have another one?
I'm gonna say so we can have more energy and be rested.
Yeah. Energized and rested. That's good. One more?
I'm gonna
Maybe one
say,
more?
okay, reset is already there, but like to cool down after like working so hard.
Cool down after?
Cool down after a long day of being active.
Okay.
From moving your body around.
Okay. So these are, let's say, the common reasons of many people in this world why they think they have to sleep. Okay. But the most important reason is if you don't do it, you will die. Okay. That's a fact,
Yeah.
Okay.
right?
That works. Yeah, that
Facts.
works.
Yeah, facts.
Okay. So how long? So that's the reason why. How long do you think that it's possible to stay awake without any sleep and get not crazy or, yeah, weird or die?
Without getting crazy, I would
I
say
tried
like
2 days.
yeah, it has to be under 30 hours. I would say like under 24 or around maybe without getting crazy.
I was gonna
Okay.
say 24 hours.
How many?
24 hours,
I would say
30.
I would say about 48.
Okay.
I'd say
Yeah.
72.
I say
I
about
think
40.
at 32 hours you're like drunk or something though, no?
Yeah.
I've been
So
there.
it
You're not.
depends. It depends if you are allowed to do something or not. Okay. So, for example, I just tell you this because there was a crazy experiment in the 60s. Okay, and there was a guy who wanted to stay up as long as possible without any sleep. Okay, and now guess how long he has. Yeah, he did this without any sleep in a one room, and the only thing that he was able to do is doing gymnastics, drink something, and so on, but no sleep. Any guesses?
I think I know the answer, so I'm gonna let someone else guess.
Okay.
Well, if he's in experiment mode, then
40.
what? 3 to 4 days. Yeah.
Well, I say about 4 days, I guess.
I think mine was gonna be 7.
Okay, it's insane. It was 11 days.
No, that's
Ooh.
crazy.
No way.
Yes.
No.
I will post about this experiment later in the community. But the crazy thing about this is after 4 days, he was crazy and weird and didn't know anything why he was in the room, why he was there, who was visiting him, and so on. But he didn't sleep at all because after 4 days, the body is, let's say, is in this kind of mode to survive. Okay, and the experiment, the doctor said after 4 days they should end it. They should end it. Okay, but he said no, he wants to do it. So he was able to say yes or no, but he was not able to remember or recognize anybody. Then they gave him the possibility to interact with other people. So they entertained him. He danced, he drank, he laughed, whatever. Okay, it was just one room. But the problem with this is the reason why I'm telling you this is after 11 days, he was wasted. He was not a human anymore. He was like an animal. Worse than an animal, really. He was not able to recognize anything, remember anything, focus anything, also not breathe very fluently, speak fluently. So everything was rotten, okay? And now he's alive, but he has the problem that he never can sleep more than 1.5 hours a day. Okay? Because he has destroyed his circadian clock. Okay?
Yeah.
So I say not in an experimental way, but let's say in a normal way of being an entrepreneur, after 24 hours not sleeping, and I mean consecutive 24 hours, you are feeling wasted. Okay? 24 hours. Okay. Let's say how many minutes you can hold your breath.
That we can, or that's possible to?
Yeah.
Which one?
Everybody from you. Just say something.
Oh, like a minute.
Minute?
2
Around a
minutes.
minute, yeah.
Around 2.
For me personally.
Okay, 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute is not so long. Let's say 2 minutes is very long. Okay. How many days you can be without water?
3.
A week?
3 days. Okay.
I'll say about 4 days, maybe.
Wow. Okay.
I reckon after a day I'd be struggling.
I mean, you
Yeah.
probably.
So after a day, after 1 day without drinking anything, okay, anything, you will lose like 45% of your cognitive performance. You die dehydrating. 1 day.
Mm,
Wow. Okay.
I've been
Let's
dehydrated.
assume you have like 2 days. It's
That's
not like
in-
90%, but let's say 60 or 70%. So when you lose like 45% of your cognitive performance, you also lose 45 of your physical performance. Okay, that means you are dried out. You have like very dry lips, skin, and so on and so on and so on. Okay, good. So we know that sleep is the foundation, drinking is foundation, breathing is foundation. So everything has something in common, and it's the reason of being alive, of course. But to live a better life, we need more restoration, rest, calming down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yes.
And in our world, in our fast-pacing world, it's so crazy that people are saying they don't have to rest. They didn't rest. Rest is like a failure. It's a problem. It's nothing to care about. And these are the people who are burned out, physically and mentally. And that's the reason why I think it's so important that people like me are telling this to people. Because most of the time they don't care because they don't know. Okay? And one last question, then I'm coming to something like an exercise for you. How many years do we sleep? Let's say we are living 90 years. How many years
Like
you are sleeping?
30.
1/3 of your life.
30.
Mhm. 30. That's a common answer, and it's the right answer. And now, how many years from these 30 years, people all over the world sleep very badly? Let's say from 1 to 10, like a 3 or 4.
Oh, 4.
I'll say
So
6.
if you have this scale from 1 very badly to 10 excellent sleep, okay?
Oh,
How many percent of this 30 years they are sleeping bad?
About
75.
3%.
a lot. A
I'll
lot.
say a
75.
lot. 3%, I guess.
Yeah,
30.
that's
Yeah,
a
30
30?
sounded good to me too.
low
Yeah,
number. Yeah.
it's 60%.
Crazy.
No. We're zombies. We're walking zombies.
Walking
Yes,
Dead.
you know. So, and I call this kind of people who are walking zombies the smombies, because they are zombies because of the smartphones.
Wow.
You get what I mean?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So now we have the why. We have the how long you can stay awake without any sleep. So it's 24 hours, let's say. Um, let's say 24 to 48 hours. It depends on you. And now there is one very, very interesting thing, and I also promoted this in the community. It's like an exercise you can do if you want to fall asleep faster, if you have problems with this, okay? And I'm going through this with all of you.
Yo,
So if you have
before we
something to
get into
write,
the exercise, I have a question. I want you to touch on a little bit because I think this will
yeah,
be important for people that are watching this that aren't on here, and maybe people in the future that don't know you. Talk a little bit about like how you got into this. Like, how did you get to the point where you were able to teach people about sleep, where you cared about it? Like, what's your story in terms of like how did you even get into this field?
okay. So I studied sports science, and I was playing in the Major League of Soccer in Austria for 1 year. So there was let's say, a very performance-related passion to be better all the time. Okay, the whole life.
What year was it that you were playing professional?
Soccer, Major League.
No, no. What year? What year?
Where?
What year? What year?
What year? It was in 2016.
Oh wow. Okay.
Mhm.
Nice.
So it's a long, long time ago, let's say. And I was playing there for 1 year. Okay, so I was not playing there for a long time, but I was playing there for 1 year. And I found out that this is not my passion project, let's say. Okay, I was doing something that was very cool and nice, and I got a lot of money for this, but it wasn't my purpose. And so I decided with 23 years old, I decided to quit. Okay, I finished my master's degree in sports science, and I just learned everything regarding to regeneration and sleep. Most of the time from podcasts at this time and books. And later on, I also did some courses for this, the certification. And let's say that the first year I just did it for myself and for friends and family. And then I decided to do this for entrepreneurs and companies. And very soon, the people recognize that this is something they really, really need. So in Austria, for example, it was a little bit hard, but I started with Germany, Switzerland, the US, United Arabian Emirates, Canada. Yeah, so I did a lot of things, mostly, of course, in the international way, because unfortunately in Europe, people are not so open for new things they can digest, let's say. So this is the journey that I am right now, and I think it's one of the craziest rides I have done so far in my business, because of course it's going up and down, and everybody knows the bad, the worst scenario was COVID. So everything was destroyed then, and then I had to rearrange everything and put everything in the online world.
Nice. Now that makes sense. I mean, you have real life experience of like you have to sleep to be able to perform at a high level. It's like it's a very key to that. I guess like any questions so far, like on like not on the sleep, but on like what he said about his story. And if not, then let's get into the exercise you're talking about. But I wanted to give people a chance to get to know you that way. I think sometimes people are like, who is this person? Why should I listen to them? But it's like it makes sense, you know. I think it's good to hear people's stories. Any
Yeah, of
questions, or
course.
you should Felix just get right into the exercise? Oh, we're good, bro.
Okay, good. So for the next thing, I recommend you to, let's say, grab a pen, piece of paper, and just write everything down. Or you can just watch it later and see everything in the replay, but maybe you can also use it today, so it's easier for you.
Looks like they're grabbing something.
Yeah, that's good.
They're just back there like
Maybe it's just food.
oh yeah, this
Okay.
is helpful. This is helpful to see it like this actually.
Yeah. I was also thinking about this because you gave me the feedback in the mastermind.
Yeah, I think
That's
people
good.
are like, how do I write it? What does it look like? So I feel like this will be helpful.
Yeah. So the thing that I'm doing right now, it's called the thought list. Okay. And it's helped like 300 entrepreneurs that I've coached in the last 8 years. Okay. 100%. No one was left behind. Good. So it's a thought list. And you have to do this 10 minutes before going to bed. Okay? And when your mind is racing, it helps you to fall asleep faster. What you do is you take your phone, let's say, take your phone and look for the clock, get to the timer, 5 minutes, And in the next 5 minutes, write everything down that's positive, negative in your mind on this list. On the left side, positive thoughts. On the right side, negative thoughts. Okay? And I want to do this right now, live with you. Okay? So I will write down positive thoughts, negative thoughts, and after 5 minutes, we are done. Okay? Are you good with this?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. So we have 2 minutes and 26 minutes left. As you can see, maybe it's not so easy to put everything down, like positive and negative. I'm very honest here. I will also read it through with you together when I'm done, so you know exactly what I'm writing down. Mm. One minute left. 15 seconds left. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Over. Okay. Good. So this is the list, okay, as you can see. And I just read through so you know which kind of positive thoughts I had and I have, and also negative thoughts, okay? And maybe you can compare something of this with your own thoughts, okay? And very important here is they are your thoughts, okay? Not the thoughts of anyone else. So, for example, like here, positive thoughts for myself is I love my life. I'm happy. I like what I do. I am ready for my health. I adore my sister. I like being an uncle. I like to care about other people. I'm looking forward to my vacation in Portugal. Okay, these are, let's say, my positive thoughts. Negative thoughts, they are really like bad. Let's say, school is overwhelming me sometimes. I hate people who don't care. I dislike being not happy. My business days are sometimes a waste of time. I don't like to be pushed. Okay? So these are the things that are influencing me in a positive way and also in a negative way.
I'm glad you didn't put I have to do a workshop under the negative thoughts. That'd been crazy.
Yeah. So this is very intimate, okay? So I'm just being very honest with you here. And I think it's very important to do that too for yourself.
Yeah.
So when you have this list, okay, maybe copy the positive thoughts to another piece of paper so you know them maybe when you're not feeling very well, okay? But what we're doing right now is we are getting rid of this. And now we are taking a second piece of paper and just put on the headline, oh no, negative thoughts. Okay? And now you have to copy all the negative thoughts from the first paper here. All of them. Just do them right now. I also will do it. Okay. So, for example, like for me, it's like 5 things that are concerning me the most. Maybe when something is coming to your mind, just write it down here. Okay. If there is nothing, there is nothing. Okay. So, what you're doing right now is take this piece of paper. Do this. And now you have the possibility, burn it. Just burn it. Okay? Right now, I don't have the possibility to burn it right now because I'm in like a building of a co-working space, and there are all around many sensors. So I will not do it, but I just throw it away. Okay. So you can, of course, just tear it apart or toss it or put it in a dustbin or something else, but it's not so effective than burning, because burning is just the only way that something gets away from your head and also from your physics. Okay? It's an ancient technique since more than 1,000 years, and it's very, very effective and powerful. Okay? And I would recommend to do this for the next 7 days in a row if you want to fall asleep faster. Okay? Or for example, when you're waking up at night and you have this kind of racing mind, just do this exercise. Also very common. And I can guarantee you, if you do this consecutively, let's say for 7 days, you will never have the problem to fall asleep because of the racing mind.
What do you do in a situation where, let's say maybe you're traveling, you don't have paper, you have an iPhone, your phone, you have an iPad, maybe your laptop. What can people do in these situations that can, maybe it's not as effective but still helpful?
No, it's not effective at all, because you cannot learn anything. You don't want to throw away your laptop or iPad or phone, right?
Right. So there's nothing
So,
that you would say that you could even do that would even like help you when it comes to that with those devices?
so if you asked me this, let's say 3 years ago, I would say, yeah, you just can journal this on an iPad and journal and then cross it out. But of course, I tested this also with my clients, and they said, no, it's not working. It's convenient to do it, of course.
Yeah.
It's not working because our brain is not stupid. When there is something there, the possibility is there to read it, if you want it or not. Okay, there's just 0 and 1s that our brain is working on. 0 means it's there, it's not there, and 1 means it's there. If you burn something, you cannot make it whole again, right? But for example, if you toss something or throw it away, there is the possibility to get it again, and your brain knows that. That's the reason why it's so powerful. Does it make sense?
Yes.
I have one
Have you done
question.
this before?
I got a quick question.
Yeah.
You good? Okay. You said to burn it if you like when you're going to, you like how do you say when you're going to bed or before you go to bed or however way you do it, you burn stuff because the negative thoughts would go away. But what if you're not falling asleep and your thoughts are not negative? Because I guess I'm asking that because most of the time I know when I don't fall asleep, my brain is trying to figure out what do I need to do, what um I haven't done that I need to get done, and all of this, how to say stuff like that that's positive to get done. And that's the reason why I don't fall asleep. Not because
Okay.
my thoughts are negative.
Okay. That's let's say that's very easy to solve, because it's about the things that you have to do, right?
Yes.
Or that you want to do the next day.
Or need to figure out, yeah, or something like
Yeah.
that.
Okay. So I encourage everybody who is doing this exercise to clean their mind before with a brain dumping list of to-do lists. Okay? So write everything down that's in your head on paper. And if it's something that you want to remember next day, keep it there. If it's something that's just, yeah, in your mind and you don't want to have it, burn it. The same thing.
Okay, so basically just write everything down. And if I write everything down, is what you said, I should be able to fall asleep without my brain still being moving. Because I feel like my brain just move a lot. And I'm just, yeah.
Yeah. The reason why this is happening is because most of our time we are just using our left hemisphere. Okay? So our left hemisphere is for logic, it's for thinking, it's for doing things that are rational. Okay? If we do this kind of stuff here, or we are writing we write something down, our right side of the right hemisphere is active. Okay? And there is no possibility when you do that your left hemisphere is interfering with this. Okay? You can also combine this, for example, like Jeff Bezos is doing this. That's not true. When he cannot sleep, or he wants to fall asleep faster, he's doing something it's very boring. Okay? What do you think he's doing?
That if when he's doing something boring,
Yeah. When he wants to fall asleep faster or just sleep.
well, I feel like you're bored. You fall asleep after a while. I'm sorry. I mean, that's what
No?
I mean. I usually fall asleep if I get bored. I just fall asleep.
Okay. So every time when people do something boring, it's most of the time nowadays something analog. Okay?
Okay.
So for example, let's say washing dishes, for example, or ironing, or playing darts, or maybe also just sit and stare. Or it depends which kind of style you want to have. For example, for me, when I cannot sleep, I'm playing darts because it's focusing something, just one thing on the thing, and it's getting like very autonomous, and I'm getting sleepy. It's my personal technique to falling, let's say not falling asleep, but to prime myself for sleep. It's like a trigger.
I don't know. Because I guess that's the thing with me. I don't have a problem sleeping, but I just know my mind races a lot before I do. So I guess if I start writing, maybe it won't race so much because I'll fall asleep. If I'm tired, I'll just go to sleep. And then,
Okay.
yeah, it's basically what I do.
But the thing
So,
is, yeah.
so Felix, I guess I have a question and a comment. Um, I just I've been fascinated with the brain for the past 2 years, and I I'm getting ready to start reading Dr. Jill Bolt Taylor's book. She's a neuro, I forget, it's neuro something, but it's not neurophysicist. But it led me to other things that I found where it said if you are having problems sleeping, and just like Daisy is saying, it's not negative, but it says write everything down that you did not accomplish today. So when I go to bed at night, I'm learning to write down what I did not do today that I intended to do, which helps me to sleep a little bit easier because I'm tossing and turning, thinking, oh, I didn't write this. Oh, I didn't do this. Oh, I didn't do that. Let me wake up. Let me get to it because I'm so afraid I'm going to forget it. Um, because I have multiple sclerosis. So I have lesions on my brain and my C spine, and I have chronic fatigue. But since practicing that, it's helping me much more. And what you're saying to me now is exactly what I've been reading about from the other neuroscientists and neurophysicists, doctors.
That's
So
good to
I
hear.
so I guess my question is, what Daisy is saying, it's not negative, but it's positive. Write it down so it gets out of my brain and I can wake up knowing that I already have a list of what I need to do the next day. That's a good technique. Yes. Yes, no, am I off the rocker? I'm just trying to make sure that I'm still on track.
Yeah. So this is the right thing to do. If you have this problem with, let's say, it's a to-do brain, okay? But I have a better thing. So also like a question for you all is, what do you think? What's the reason why your brain is always thinking and wants to do something and wants to accomplish something?
I think for me, it was like you feel like you're not where you want to be. So it's like we don't maybe sometimes think of it as negative, but it's like, oh, I have to do more. I got to do more. I have to make more money. I have to grow this thing. I have to
Mhm.
grow that. And sometimes we're thinking we have to do it now. And I think what helped me personally was sleep. And I'm like, it's not going to make a difference if I do that at 11:45 at night and 7:45 a.m. the next day. Like, just go to sleep. You know what I mean? And I think I was just like stressing, like, if I don't stay up and do this, or how am I going to figure this out? And I think, like you said, is you just got to get it out of your brain. And I think when you do that day after day, you're like, okay, the days kind of typically handle themselves. And if they don't, me staying up till 2 a.m. most of the time is not going to solve that.
Yeah. And now, once again, the left side of your brain is doing the stuff. You are thinking about it's about accomplishing something, of
Hmm.
course. But if you do something with your right side of the brain, the right hemisphere, okay, like going out with friends, doing something that's very, very joyful, okay, or doing something that's really exhausting, like sports, like high intensity training, like something physical, I can guarantee you to 100% that your thoughts in your mind are different then.
Yeah.
Because all that's connected, for example, for accomplishing something is gone because you have accomplished something.
Hmm. So
Does this make sense?
did I hear you correctly when you said when the right hemisphere of the brain is working, the left cannot or it won't interfere with what the right is doing? Is that what I
Yes.
heard you say? Okay. Okay,
Yes.
so now that makes sense.
Why?
Well, it's just like what you just said. I'm being creative. The more I'm getting in a creative state because the left hemisphere is to protect, it's to shield, it's to, like you said, it's logic. It's like, oh, that doesn't make sense. So if you got people in your corner and all they keep saying to you all day long, that ain't gonna work, it ain't gonna happen. I don't know why you're gonna do that. People, you can't make no money. You can't when you get stuck over there, your brain, you've got to find a way to pull yourself out of it. It's like coming out of the dark into the light. So in a dark room, the only thing that's going to open up a dark room is light. So that's
Mhm.
why I'm saying the whole conversation with the right hemisphere. So I'm being creative. So if I'm out and I'm putting my feet in water, or if I'm walking with my grandkids and we're making whipped cream or homemade cinnamon rolls,
Mhm.
if I'm doing things, if I'm journaling, and that has really helped me. If I'm journaling, then I'm not carrying all that dead weight. Although I did not take the extra step to burn, I have done the exercise before, and I know that is very impactful. So this sheet of paper that I bought up, I am going to burn it. Um, but it's like everything that happens to me is because of me. And this is an internal process that I have to learn how to manage. That's where I think I'm saying that right.
Yeah. And that is an epiphany, right?
And I'm sorry, say that again.
Epiphany.
Yes, that is an epiphany, because I have had problems sleeping, and I'm like, why am I back to having problems sleeping again? But this is all coming full circle for me now.
Yeah. And now I want to end the circle, to finish the circle, okay? So left hemisphere, right hemisphere, and also like this kind of thinking about thoughts, and also the physical thing. So the reason why all this is happening is because of hormones. Okay? Hormones. And there are two hormones that are responsible either for activity or for passivity. Do you know that? If not, it's okay.
Testosterone.
Yeah, kind of. The first one that's produced in the morning is cortisol. Okay? It's called the stress hormone, right? This one. And the other one, for being relaxed, passive, is can you read it?
Melatonin.
Yes.
I
Okay.
feel like I'm on a game show. I'm sorry.
What's happening if here, like cortisol, is too much? If we have too much cortisol
Going to
in
be
our blood,
hyper and find it hard to switch off and stop.
what?
You'll be a bit more hyper, find it difficult to switch off and stop.
Yes. So let's say we are more stressed, right, Sean? Good.
Yeah.
Okay. The same with melatonin. If we have more from this,
The opposite, you'll be very tired and
yeah,
less stressed.
more relaxed, very easy. But both of this is not what we want to have. Okay, we want to have balance. That's all we want to have. Okay, and balance we only can get if, when we are more stressed with cortisol, also dopamine, we need more melatonin, serotonin, noradrenaline. These are all the things like GABA. Maybe you know also GABA, GABA. It's produced in deep sleep state, and it's giving us this kind of tipsy feeling like happy. Okay? And if we do this, okay, balance, two ways. I have to. So I hope you can maybe read it. Helpful. So it's mentally and physically. And if you're just mentally balanced, okay, like here, the opposite is happening. We are physically active at night. If we are too physically active at night and we have not, let's say, do the thinking and strategic thinking, or to do something with my brain, I'm mentally aware about this. Okay? So, for example, if you have this problem here and you're always constantly firing thoughts, ideas, and so on, do something physically. If the opposite is the way, do something mentally. And the whole vicious circle about racing minds, about not getting asleep fast, or you have the wrong thoughts, or too many to-dos, or something like this, it's gone. I promise. It's easy, right?
Okay, so if my mind is racing and I got all these thoughts, because it is just rapid fire with me constantly all day long, especially when I get into thought mode. Offsetting that is like, okay, so I keep 7-pound hand weights near my bed. I could just use, do something productive by lifting weights with those hand weights, doing some resistance training. And that will help bring me some balance back.
Yes.
That's why fitness is so key to that, to lowering cortisol, helping to lower
Yes.
cortisol.
Yeah.
Oh, I get an A. I'm a much better student as an adult, I promise you.
Yeah. And the thing is, I always say, like, sleep is not rocket science, of course. But most of the time, for most people right now, it feels like rocket science because everybody's talking about supplements, about doing this, about doing that, about doing this technique. But it's so easy if you understand the principles about it, the foundation. And this is the foundation. You don't need to have more, let's say, knowledge at first. Otherwise, it's overwhelming you. And it's giving you the wrong direction, and it's distracting you from the outcome. And I don't want to have this for you.
This is great. No, this is great.
Yeah. So I just want to make a recap a little bit about this. Is the most important thing right now for all of you is to learn how to be more relaxed mentally and also physically. Okay? Because I don't think there are so many people out there that they need to get a push, because we all get pushed every day. As Dee said before, we want to be better. We want to achieve this. We want to do that. If you have this in your mind, achieve something. One day, the next day, just do something that you feel great again. Physically, most important, because most of the time we're just sitting and watching and consuming. Do something physically. If it's not just like 5 to 10 minutes a day, it's helping you. Okay? That's one of the most important things here. And if you do this, you are in balance. You have this state of flow, let's say. You are feeling relaxed and easygoing. And easygoing is the state that everybody wants to have for his whole life. Good?
Yeah. Man,
Awesome, Felix.
this is awesome. Wow.
I've
Thank you.
learned some new stuff.
Me too, Daisy. I'm over here playing picture. I'm playing pictogram.
Yeah. I said it in the community post, and I hopefully I delivered everything that you want to know about the foundations, and also a little bit more in-depth science about this. And I also want to give you, let's say, a very cool read. Okay, so like a book. It's from. I also put it in the post again up here for you. It's from Ariana Huffington. You know Ariana Huffington?
Yeah, Huffington Post.
Yeah, but she's not Huffington Post anymore because she had sleeping problems.
Mm.
And then she wrote a book. It's called Sleep Society, I think, something like this. And it's typically about her journey as a Red Huffington in Huffington Post, and why she had like an accident, and then she remembered how important sleep is.
Yeah, I
Mm.
think it's called the Sleep Revolution.
Sleep Revolution. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sleep Revolution. It's a very good book, and it should be the first book that everybody should read before reading Why We Sleep from Matthew Walker, because everybody knows this, of course.
I've never heard of that one. What is it?
What is it?
It's like everyone knows this. We're all like, what is it?
It's called Why We Sleep from Matthew Walker.
You got to remember, in the U.S., they don't encourage us to read, bro. They just give us pills.
What?
I said, keep in mind that in the U.S., they don't encourage us to read. They just say, oh, just take this pill. It'll solve whatever it is that,
Yeah, of
that
course.
you're
Yeah.
struggling.
Big pharma.
But this is very in-depth shit. It's very hard to read, and it makes no fun to learn something about sleep if you are there for the first time. If you want to read very practical and very easy and digestible about the foundations, this one is my recommendation.
I might need to get Why We Sleep to help me fall asleep.
No. Unfortunately not. Yeah. Do you have any questions?
No, this I am so blessed with this these talks that D, Undeterred, and Lauren they have put together. This is the second workshop that has just opened my soul up all over again. Plus, it's validating what I'm learning and what I am doing to help my health situation, my chronic illness. Because they want me on medicine, but I don't want to be on medicine. And they want me on it for the rest of my life. And I know the body wants to heal itself. I just, I my faith carries me a long way, but faith without works is dead. So I have to do my part. I've got to treat. We're a machine. Our bodies are machines, and the brain, I think, is really underestimated. And I share that in one of the posts that D had put in, because he's such a right to me. He's such a right brain thinker. You know, he stays in that creative mode, and he defies logic. Like, why? He'll ask those questions, and that has really helped me grow a lot. Mad love to you, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah, yeah. It's all that. I'm just, as I said in the last one, I'm just full. And Felix, thank you so much. You did an excellent job. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
bro.
you.
Good job, bro. This was amazing, man.
Thank you. And it was also like a pleasure for me to talk about this, because I'm always talking about this in my community, at my workshops and so on. But most of the time, people are just listening, okay? But you are very interactive, okay? You engaged, you ask questions, so it's also easier for me to talk you through, to give you the right things that you need, because I can prepare the best presentation that I have. And most of the time, people are thinking, oh, it's good, but it's not helping me, because I don't know what they really need. Okay? It's just an assumption. So it's the best thing to get into the contact and into connection with people at this kind of workshop thing if people are interactive. And thank you very much for this. This makes my life so much easier.
You already know I'm not about to just let people sit here and do nothing. We can't have that. So I appreciate you guys for being active too and showing up for Felix, and Felix for just. I just appreciate how like I'm sure you guys too. I've gone to so many webinars or workshops, but it's really them just trying to sell you something for 30 minutes. You didn't really learn anything. So I really appreciate everybody coming on here and actually giving people like really good value, actionable steps that they can take. So
Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I know what to do, so that way my brain is not racing all the time.
one thing
That
that I
makes
Yeah,
two of us.
one thing that I think will be this is my ask for you guys and then everyone that watches this in the future in the community. Obviously, you can do it on YouTube too, but if you try any of the stuff he's talking about, go to the post and comment. That way he can know, and then other people can see too. I think that would just, I think a lot of entrepreneurs we're not sleeping because we're just like you got bills, you got family, you got
Yeah.
clients, you got so much stuff, and I think if we can help each other get more sleep, and as we're helping each other grow, it's going to be helpful. And then it can help Felix, know like what he's doing is helpful too. So
Yep.
yeah. And
I'm look I'm looking
my
forward to
last
a good
words
night's
is,
sleep.
yeah, have a nice sleep. And if you want to learn more about this, of course, you can always join my community, Sleep Better Academy.
yeah, let people know more about like how to get in touch with you. If they're like
Yeah.
me, awesome. How do I get Felix?
So I have this community. It's called Sleep Better Academy on school, where I just connect people who are having the same problems. Let's say waking up at night, not falling asleep fast, waking up wasted in the morning, and want to change something for this to have better cognitive performance, focus, and less stress. We are 130 people there, and yeah, we are really active, and we are just being a family and helping each other, supporting each other. We have like PhDs there, we have doctors there, we have like people from construction work, entrepreneurs. So everybody is speaking about sleep and also learning about sleep. And we have like a 7-day course there. You can go there through like a competition. So everything is like very playful. So
How
yeah,
do
if
how,
you
how do
want
people
to
find it?
join, how?
Yeah, how do people find it? People that are on school, but also people that aren't on school yet.
Yeah, so if you are on school, just go to my profile, Felix Weinzinger, and just join Sleep Better Academy. If you are not on school, just type in Sleep Better Academy in Google. You will find it. If you're not finding it, just go on school and go into Discovery and type in Sleep Better Academy. So you can join it.
Nice, man. I appreciate you. Anybody have any other questions before we hop off here, or anything else you want to even add, Felix?
Everything was great. Just appreciate it, and I'm gonna work on it.
Is this the right academy? I want to make sure I'm putting up the right one. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me sleeping.
Great.
Fantastic presentation, Felix. Really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's it.
me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Daisy. Thank you, Monica.
Thank
And
you.
we will see in Undeterred and maybe also in Sleep Better Academy. Last word for myself. Sleep well, live well, be present.
Let's go.